to the Indie Wrestling Guide with your hosts, the Hall of Fame referee, JHawk, the not-so-mysterious benefactor, JGold, and the legendary Charly Butters.
So we didn't hit our goals in the half marathon.
That's okay. They'll slowly get up there.
I mean, we're at 54 subs on YouTube right now. So if you're listening and you are a loyal listener, go sub to us on YouTube. We put up free matches all the time. We're recording this Monday. I just put up Bax versus Unsigned Don't Care. It is officially on the YouTube. So you can go watch that. A very good match. Next week, I will put out the Mikey versus Sammy title match. Waiting on promos to come in from some of the guys to hype the next show. Of course, that is Neo Pro Set the Standard, where we have Mikey Montgomery defending the IWGuide Championship against BK Westbrook. There may or may not be a pre-show match. They don't know how long it's going to take us to set up because we're not getting into the building until like 3 hours before the show starts. And with all the technical stuff, we don't know how long that's going to take, if we'll be able to have that match. If there is a pre-show match, it's going to be Shelby Wilder against Jeff Steele.
Nice.
If we can make that happen, if there's time, that's gonna go on the pre-show. As of right now, I have not booked Sammy to be at the show because of the shit that they pulled with attacking Mikey. So we'll see if he shows up to help his muscle, Jeff Steele.
His muscle.
We'll see.
Nice.
I mean, Jeff Steele took Isaiah Brunner at Rager, so I mean he's getting.
That's
some
a show I
experience.
would have liked to have watched. Rager. I just haven't gotten around to getting to the whole show, but that always looks like so much fun. Everybody's insane. John Thorne, got a hole punched into his arm? Like, insane.
Yeah, it's the one time a year they get a little violent, use light tubes and stuff. So
He wrestled Derek and Katie. It was him, and who was his partner?
I have no idea. I've seen clips. I have no idea what the actual breakdown was there.
Well, that's fun. I'm gonna have to check that out. I was already at Six Flags, going on every ride when last week when I couldn't even think about watching wrestling. I was riding the rides and just enjoying myself, like in Clerks 2, where Randall gets on the go-karts and everything makes sense in the world to him. That was me last week, riding the coasters with my kid, just going like, yeah, everything's great. Play some 90s music. I'd like to hear some Smashing Pumpkins or Soul Asylum while I'm riding the roller coasters. Fantastic. Yeah. And then yesterday we went to like some weird fair in the middle of New Jersey, and Harper was upside down again, some ride called the Zipper, which I will never get in this cage.
I hate that fucking ride.
It's like a cage that spins you around. I was like, there's no way you're getting me in there.
Yeah. If you ever want to know what being in a steel cage match feels like, ride the fucking Zipper. Like you got two options: hurt your neck avoiding the cage, or run yourself into the fucking cage.
And the two guys who were running it were like, this was some carny, like from the movies, from House of a Thousand Corpses style carnies. Like, I was terrified. I'm like, these guys and their one key that's locking the cage as they spin around is what's going to keep me in there. There's no way. So I just said no and let the kids go in it, and they seem to like it way more than me. So good on them. But yeah, I have to say, Six Flags Great Adventure is probably, the coasters are the most fun, but all the theming is gone. Like, I don't even know if you guys even remember it, but like in the 90s, the early 90s, Batman the Ride, I don't know, and every different park there was a different Batman the Ride, but the one in Six Flags Great Adventure was basically Gotham City while Prince plays. And like they had the cars burned out and all this stuff, and you go through this like tunnel. It's like a storm drain, and when you get to the ride, Alfred's voice is telling you that you've reached the back cave through like the storm drain entrance, and the whole time you're riding the ride, you hear Prince playing and like the Joker, and you hear Nicholson doing his thing. I get there this time, I'm like telling Harper, I'm like, it's so cool. It's just like Batman, from the movie. We get there, they took everything out. It's literally just a frame that says Batman the Ride. And when you get inside, it sort of looks like it did in the 90s, but there's nothing else. There's no music. There's no voices. And they did that with like every ride, except it looks like they built a new Flash ride and they built a Justice League, like a Hall of Justice, and they have this like 4D shoot 'em up type of thing where you have to battle for Metropolis. But like it's like they did as much as they could and then they just stopped. Like everything is kind of given up on. All the theming is gone. Like if you're gonna do all this superhero theming in every ride, where's all the theming? Where's all the music? Where even the Jersey Devil, that ride is insane. But all they did is put some devils outside the ride and they call it the Jersey Devil. There's like nothing. There's nothing to it. Like I thought like I thought when we were kids there was so much more theming going on, right? Like, hey, this is what the ride is, and you're going to enjoy it because the cues are nuts, and then when you get on the ride is nuts. So that was the only thing that I was disappointed that there was nothing for me to like kind of grab onto while you're waiting in line for 20 minutes, you know? So, but the Flash ride looked crazy. It was closed. The Hall of Justice was awesome. And that seems like a newer design, and that was very cool. But I was disappointed in Batman the Ride, and even in Joker. Joker's a great ride. And there was like some signs outside, but no theming, no like real Joker voice, no anything like that, you know. But the ride itself was insane. So
what I'm hearing out of that is fucking kick flag. Look what I got.
No. Let me tell you something. I paid for 2 tickets for Harper and I and Flash passes, and it was still cheaper than 1 ticket to Disney.
No, yeah, but it's not Disney.
I know, but it was 14 coasters. So it was still more coasters and more rides than Disney. And it was cheaper to go for 2 of us to Six Flags. So, you know, I give them that on expenses. And they did have some decent food. But otherwise, the theming really disappointed me because I really wanted to get that nostalgia in me, and they just didn't have it. So
I got to hang out with the hardcore legend on Thursday.
Oh, yeah. We have to talk about that because that's cooler. Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a crazy day. Like Rick had some emergency stuff go on, so he couldn't be there when I got there at like a little bit after 5, and the Foley was supposed to sign from 6 to 9. And so like it was Stacy, Pam, and I, and we figured out how we were going to run everything, and it ran super smooth. I mean, we did a good haul. It rained, unfortunately, for some of the night, but we were able to get some of the line outside, so it wasn't super duper packed inside, and went well. It went well. He told some stories out like about 8 o'clock. The line was pretty much gone, so we all went down and we just hung out with him, and he told stories, and he worked on some of his cameos that he had to do, and it was a good time.
So what was he like? Like, what do you talk to him? And he'll sit there and just give you stories, or like...
Oh yeah, we asked. So somebody asked him if he ever accidentally got dressed in the wrong gear when he was like going out to the ring, if he forgot like which gear he was supposed to be in, like which character. He said no, but he said that there was plenty of times where he was cutting a promo and he forgot which character he was supposed to be. Stuff like that, just like some basic stuff.
You got cool shit though. Like you got really cool like stuff signed, and I think that's the best part of that is to have all that Mick Foley stuff is so cool. Like I don't think enough people realize to have like the 3 faces of Foley signed and things like that is awesome.
So yeah, like I had a shit ton of stuff for him to get signed. Like I had a ton of stuff like to sell as well, and didn't really sell a lot of it. Like all the posters, I didn't sell any posters, and those posters are freaking insanely cool. Only sold like 1 Funko and 1 figure. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna get all this other stuff signed and then I can sell it off later.
Yeah.
Which was cool. He signed most of it for me. And then like I was telling him the story about his match with Triple H, and we were talking about that, and at Royal Rumble 2000, and how that's one of my all-time favorite matches, and he signed my WWF title belt. So I have that now. And then I was telling him about how my the photo with him and my dad was like one of my all-time favorite photos and stuff like that. So he was super cool talking to him about that, and he said he was glad to have met my dad and everything like that. So that was really nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Super great guy. Like he did like double photos with everybody, one without the Mankind mask and one with, so it was really great. He continued the tradition of like if there was people that like had obvious handicaps, like they got to skip the line so they didn't have to stand in line for the whole time, you know, because that's miserable trying to like stand and stuff like that when you have a hard time walking and stuff like that. So that tradition continued with us, and he made sure to take care of them first. And we did have one guy complain a bunch because he wanted to get his 3 faces of Foley signed, and Mick Foley charges for 3 autographs for that because it's 3 separate individual autographs.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, we offered like, okay, we'll do a combo for the one, and then you have to pay for 2 extra autographs, and it was going to be like a total of $200. And he was still complaining on Facebook yesterday about it. And so we just like told him, we're like, dude, it's 3 autographs and a photo, $200. Shut up, quit crying.
Yeah,
like that
brother,
wasn't
don't
our
come
call.
back.
That wasn't our call. That was Mick Foley's call. That's what he wanted to charge. I'm not going to argue with him. You can argue with him all you want. I'm not going to piss that guy off. He used to get set on fire for fun. So I'm not going to piss that guy off. No, I'm good. You have fun with that.
Wow, people are idiots sometimes. Come on, man. Like, that's how it goes. That if it was Cardona, he wouldn't even had a chance. Like, he literally would not have had a chance to like get his anything. They would just be like, yeah, that's it. Cardona is literally the least flexible guy when it comes to doing his signings and everything. Like, he wants to get paid, and he wants his shit, and that's how he goes. And like, I feel like he's lucky he was, you guys are kind of doing your thing with him, because Cardona would have been merciless on him.
Yeah, it's just some people think, they're not told no enough, and they think they can just complain their way and get whatever they want. So
yeah, ridiculous. Well,
my weekend, I went and called the Savannah Banana in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, how was it?
All right, once you got into the ballpark, fantastic time. Before the ballpark, they had their little conker going on in the plug and some stuff going on. And aside from the merchandise line, you had no idea what line was for what. So we were like standing there going, I think we're in line to get in once the gates open, but everybody's so crowded around. I don't know if we're in line. We might be in line for the Duncan truck. I don't know. I mean, that was kind of a clusterfuck. But once inside,
yeah,
they advertised gates open 4:30, pregame stuff at 6:30, game at 7. Gates open at like 4:20, and before 5:30, they're already doing shit to keep people entertained.
That's cool.
So there was like an hour and a half of them just doing random stuff to keep people entertained. Fans throwing bananas onto the field, somebody catching them in a pair of oversized pants, like stuff like that.
Oh, that's a thing. They toss bananas at each other.
That's part of the pregame stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, the game itself. They've got their little choreographed dance numbers and stuff at various points. But they had Freddie Sanchez, like a pinch hitter, Jake Wilson, like a pinch hitter. They actually had a pitcher and a hitter from the women's national team at various points play for a little bit.
Baseball or softball?
Baseball.
Oh. Now let me ask you, JHawk, are they any good?
It might have been softball, actually, but...
JHawk, are the Bananas any good? Are these players any good at baseball?
All right, so they're defensively fantastic. Offensively, not really. You're not getting a lot of home runs in banana ball. They even keep a track of how many trick plays each team has, and I think it was something like 9 to 7 in trick play.
And they have to do them, right?
No, I mean, they're encouraged to, because it's an entertainment factor. But you're not. But if you can't make the play, they don't expect you to try to do trick play when you can't make the play anyway.
Huh.
But they got a guy who do like backflip, making catches and shit. Like, defensively, they're fantastic.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it's worth the money. The food is overpriced, or do they kind of give you good deals on that too?
The food is controlled by the individual ballpark, so you're getting ballpark pricing on the food once you're inside. Now, they did have, I don't know if these were like that, but like right before you got into the spot where only the ticketed people could go, they had people selling like bottled water for $1 or $2, and you can take that stuff in with you. PNC Park's pretty good about that. Yeah, unopened bottles of water are good to bring in. You can bring in your own food. So they are good about that. But yeah, you're paying ballpark pricing for the food. That was the one downside to it.
You know what? That's not horrible. I mean,
now I will say, whoever's in charge of the fucking parking deck in downtown Pittsburgh, there is no goddamn reason why I should have been at a parking deck for 82 minutes before any fucking car moved. And I don't mean you're inching forward and it takes forever. I mean, literally, it took 82 minutes for any car in the parking garage to move up a car length. Whoever can charge the parking deck, fuck you.
JHawk, you're supposed to leave early. You're not supposed to stay for the whole thing. You're supposed to get out of a baseball stadium early. Between my leg and Jamie Kemp, we weren't going to get to the parking deck quickly, and we knew that. So we took our time. We actually got stopped and got our merchandise after the game.
mean, we knew it's going to take us a while to walk there anyway, and people are going to, and they do a post-game stuff in the plot. People are going to stick around for the post-game shit.
Yeah.
And have fun. So we weren't in any hurry to leave anyway, but 82 goddamn minutes for anybody to move a fucking car length.
Drive me nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I would be slamming my face against my own steering wheel at that point.
Yeah. Like I'm kind of going, I've got the phone number for the parking garage. If I thought there was any chance at all somebody actually manning the phone.
Right.
I would have been on the phone throwing a hissy fit. Best case scenario, I would have left the voicemail. They would have been like, "Oh, fuck this guy, he's exaggerating." I was not fucking exaggerating. 82 goddamn minutes. It took a couple 2 hours.
They would have just said
parking garage.
They would have said, "Fuck this guy anyway." That's they have your money. They don't care.
Yeah. It took a couple when we actually got out of our parking spot, 13 minutes, and we were up near the top of the garage, which I would have been okay with that if I didn't have to wait fucking an hour and a half to get out of the goddamn parking spot in the first fucking place.
So Great Brown Hope, during the hobby hour, offered up buy one, get one free on the IWGuide trading cards. So he would match if somebody bought a pack, he would match with a pack. So I have to go through, there's one I had already gotten ready to get shipped before he told me he was matching it. So I have to redo it. But we sold a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 12 packs.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're starting to move packs again, so
good deal.
Jesus.
And then
Great Brown Hope is really he has some people he has big collectors who guys who really cards, just real big card collectors.
Yeah, and Kyle finally bought some, so he'll have his set. And then I got the ones ready for our Patreon members, so those will be going out tomorrow as well. So
Wave 3 coming soon. Soon.
Wave 3 sponsored by JGold, who once he's back in the saddle is going to pay for them to get made.
Let me know. I'll let you know.
But we're waiting on photos for a couple people. We're supposed to get them at the 13th, so they could potentially exist by October. We'll see.
By the way, did you see the promotion for that movie, The Long Walk, that was going on this weekend?
Yes.
From Regal Cinemas?
Yes.
I would have loved to have at least tried it. To walk 3 miles an hour for 2 hours to watch the whole movie on a treadmill. Walking
on a treadmill in Regal Cinemas is probably better than what their seats are. So I would probably have done it because Regal seats fucking suck dick.
Yeah, I don't know how Regal geek are still in 1994 at this fucking point. Everybody else had the fucking nice shit with the recliner and the cup holder.
Yeah.
You're still borrowing shit from fucking Cleveland Stadium, and they closed in 1993. Get your fucking acting gear.
Even the cinemas that I go to in Hermitage to watch movies because nobody's there half the time when I go.
Yeah.
They have fucking recliners now. So it's really ridiculous that Regal still doesn't have recliners and their seats are tilted forward, so it feels like you're gonna fall out of the fucking chair.
I don't go to Regals at all in here. Never. I never go to Regal.
I've purposely not seen movies because they were only playing at Regal, and I refuse to go to Regal. It's so rare that I'll go. The last time I went was when the Iron Claw came out, and I went and saw it at midnight by myself.
But I will tell you this: their popcorn bucket promotions are better than AMC. Much better than AMC. Yeah. Because I got a friend.
I don't care about the popcorn buckets. They're overpriced plastic at this point. It was fun when it would be once in a while, but now every fucking movie has to have one.
Yeah.
And half of them don't make fucking sense.
Yep.
It's just bad.
Yep. They all have them. And yes, it is something that collectors are really into.
Anything that you could possibly make as a collector item is a collector's item now. They're so focused on that anymore. Any way to just wring people out of their money.
But did you see AMC had an entire booth at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, where they were just selling all of their, and they said they sold out in literally 45 minutes of all their stuff.
Stupid.
That's insanity. All you people need a popcorn bucket that bad? If you go to the AMC by my house, they still have the Dune popcorn bucket that you could put your wiener in. They still have those. So
JGold bought 4 of them. He can't keep buying them to get rid of them.
They keep wearing out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
He wears them down fucking. He's working on trying to figure out a way to use 2 of them at once.
Why do they keep wearing out, AMC? Jeez, make a better product. Oh.
They can't handle the girth.
That can be the new
Shout
game
out.
with the fuck up button.
Yeah.
That can be the new game with the popcorn bucket. Can JGold dick and dick?
God.
What is readily available for your wiener? I will keep you up to date.
You know, I mean, you can't do that on YouTube if they do have rules against that, but you might be able to do that in a TikTok series.
Right. Shout outs, yes.
Shout out to Zach, who I believe also has that Dune bucket and has worn it out.
He sure has. That's what I've heard.
Bagelmonger, who for sure had the one from Beetlejuice, I heard. And then Patty, who I heard was a big fan of the Wolverine one. So.
Hey,
Patty.
Patty, don't listen to him. I know you don't need those popcorn buckets. So don't listen to Butters.
So what's on this weekend, guys?
What's on this weekend?
Okay, Saturday, September the 6th, Wrestling Revolver, clean slate from the Horizon Event Center in Clive, Iowa. The Wrestling Revolver World Title on the line. Myron Reed against Rich Swan.
Oh, nice match.
Remix Championship on the line. AJ Francis against Chris Danger. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. World Tag Team Championship. The Macabre against Latino Most Wanted. Four Corner Mayhem. Leon Slater against Dante Leon versus Marcus Mather versus Man Like the Ring. A first time ever match. Steve Macklin against Damian Chamber. Three-way dance. Alan Angel, Jake Chris, and Crash. An 8-man tag team match. BDE and Alpha Gig against Joe Alonso, Junie Underwood, and Tyre Dye. And a first time ever match. JJ Garrett against Fancy Ryan Clancy.
Who we'll address later on in our review, Fancy Ryan Clancy. One of the fewer times I've seen him wrestle, and I'm very impressed. But okay, so over on our side, we don't have anything on the IWTV side, but we do have Saturday, September 6th, 7 p.m. It is Enjoy Supersonic. It is a tag match for the Enjoy Tag Team Championship. David Lawless and Billy Dixon, our friend of the show, friend for life, friend forever, Billy Dixon versus TME. And then we have this, what is this called again? The Supersonic, this tournament?
The Supersonic Invitational.
Supersonic Invitational. It's
Mikey's
Mikey Montgomery.
So he's going to defend the belt in the tournament all the way through if he can make it to the finals.
Jamie Senegal, Matt Tremont, Josh Bishop, Sonny Kiss, Andrew Palace, Effie, and Erica Lee round out the 8 who will be wrestling in this tournament. And actually, the possibilities are pretty wild as to who's going to be wrestling who. But if it was up to me,
I know who Mikey's facing in the first round, and it's pretty fucking crazy.
And I was going to say, if it was up to me, I would have Josh Bishop win the whole thing. But that is just my opinion. Enjoy. Don't listen if you don't want to. But yeah, this is a pretty good card. So check that out. It's not going to be live on their Patreon, so go to the show, and then you'll see it. Probably.
No, it's live on the Patreon.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay, then it's live on the
streaming
Patreon.
live on the Patreon, and then it'll get a YouTube release later on.
Sweet. So there you go. So we got a few things, but honestly, JHawk and I, we were going through both Triller and IWTV, and there is not a whole lot of independent wrestling in any areas this weekend. I'm not sure if it's just the lull of schools coming back in, if it's after Labor Day weekend, but you know, according to this, they'll get back going for it next week. So hang in there, folks, if you need your indie wrestling.
You know, just to put everything in perspective, Revolver on their Twitter is saying that the show is streaming live on Triller TV. Triller does not have it listed on their schedule, so I'm going to take the company's word for it, but it's not 100%.
Right. You could get a good look at a cow by sticking your head up a butcher's ass, but you'll just take his word for it, in case anybody wants that Tommy Boy reference.
Oh, Butters. It's supposed to be your bull.
Doing a review.
So this came together super late. We didn't know what we were going to do this week, and I've been wanting to watch this show. We tried subscribing through their website, and it did not work. We had to subscribe through the app for it
Yeah.
to work.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they know that that's an issue. We reached out to one of our friends that is on these shows and told him about it, and hopefully they can figure that out. Because JGold and I both could not sign up for it. But when we got the app, it literally was like 2 seconds when we were in.
Right,
So
right.
the app
And if
works.
Butters and I are both having trouble, because a lot of times it's just me, because I'm an idiot.
That's why I said I was like,
then
I don't know,
there is
maybe
a
I'm getting
problem.
old too, brother. I was like, I think it's both of us. I was like, we can't find the internet's just not working for us on this. But literally 2 seconds after he told me to try the app literally loaded it. Boom, was ordered.
Yeah, the app worked with no problem. So
Yeah. Honestly, it was easier to find the show on the app than it was on the website as well.
Yeah, it was right in the front. As soon as you load the app, it was right there.
Yeah. So what are we watching, JHawk?
All right, go. We are watching Deadlock Pro Wrestling Beat Coast 2025, which took place at the White Eagle in Jersey City, New Jersey on August 10th, 2025. Your commentary team. I love the commentary team, by the way. Rich Bocchini, Veda Scott, Caprice Coleman. Fantastic. That might be the best commentary team in all of independent wrestling. No offense to our friend at the IW who do a great job, but I love
Caprice Coleman just going, when certain parts of the match just got to be fucking rolling.
He was
like, brother.
Dude, you're not lying. He was very good. He was very good. Like, but Caprice Coleman was very good.
His selling of stuff was just, It was just like, damn, Caprice. All right, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard a lot of Rich Bocchini and Veda Scott working together on the Enjoy show.
Yeah. So it's very familiar if you're used to that.
And Caprice Coleman, of course, one of the voices of Ring of Honor, does a fantastic job. Yeah, people don't realize that the Ring of Honor commentary is all done in post because of how great a job he and Ian Riccaboni do. So yeah, I love the commentary team. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
And our opening contest is I'm going to call it a semi-final match in a national title top contender tournament, but that's really what it is. They called it like a national title eliminator qualifier, something or other.
Yeah.
They made it way more difficult than it needed to be for what it is. Trevor Lee against Fancy Ryan Clancy. The winner will take on BK Westbrook in I'm going to call it the tournament final to determine the top contender.
And I will say, the building itself, really, I give DPW credit. They didn't waste space with like screens and crap. Every place you could put a fan, they put a fan on this show. So it didn't feel like they didn't need it. They didn't need like the crazy lights and all that stuff. Everything just kind of fit in that building well, and the fans are a different kind of wrestling fan. So you don't get the same, like, I'm going to stand over here and pretend to be like, too cool for the room. All these people were locked in. I will give them 100% credit. They were
hot from the beginning to the end.
Locked in for the whole show. Yeah.
They were ready to rock and roll, and not having the entrance go right down the stage and going off to the side. So they had to go down the steps on the side of the stage and then to the ring. They were able to add like multiple rows of chairs in that floor area. So, I mean, it looked great. And it was definitely unique compared to what most companies would do, where they would just have them come straight down.
Well, I don't know if you felt the same way, but when Ryan Clancy at the beginning, when he was about to come out, there was a woman looking for her seat.
Yes.
And she was right in the aisle, and I'm going, what the hell is this? What is this woman doing?
Was she looking for a seat, or was she helping somebody with their seat?
Because
she looked like she knew what she was doing. I was just like, oh, okay, interesting. But yeah, so like he came out. I thought this was a fine match. Like Trevor Lee is, pretty solid. So, and Ryan Clancy's always been excellent when I've seen him.
I'm going to say I haven't seen him, Butters, that often, and I really liked it. I like him, and I liked Trevor Lee working together. I really liked it.
I believe he teamed with Nick Gage at one point, and like it's not Wrestling Open. It's what's the other Beyond when they were doing stuff.
Really,
I believe they teamed together for a bit. Yeah,
I was very impressed. Like by that kid. I think he's really good. Like I really enjoyed watching him wrestle. I really did.
Yeah,
so
I like the a lot as well. And you had some good call it technical wrestling, but at a much faster pace than you would expect that match to go.
Yep.
Everything boom, 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 boom. Rich Bocchini, of all references, busting out a Ricky Starr reference. I think Rich Bocchini and I, the only two people that know who the fuck Ricky Starr is.
Yeah, I was going to ask you who that is. I have no idea.
So Ricky Starr, in the very early days of television wrestling, we're talking the 1950s.
Right.
Was basically a ballet dancer turned pro wrestler. So a lot of his movements were ballet style movement, and yeah, think of it as like an early prototype of like an Adrian Street type gimmick with the movement and stuff.
Oh
like
wow,
that.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very talented guy who could wrestle, but again, who besides me and Rich Bikini has any clue the fucker he's starring? Rich Bikini, keep up with the goddamn your old school wrestling references.
Yeah.
Because if nothing else, I'm popping for it. Like, just do it for me at this point.
I think Trevor Lee is also highly underrated. I like him, and I thought the two of them had very good chemistry. And Ryan Clancy, you're a madman for not wearing knee pads. I never understand where guys go in there. It looks like you could just scrape yourself up. Everything's bruised, like just a madman. I love it. I thought it was a great match.
That's a great opener. Like I not let the 9 minute, and they cram so much action in. If you would have told me with 15 minutes, I would have bought it. Like, just fantastic. Tons of near fall, tons of cool shit.
Yeah.
Trevor Lee gets the win with the cave in. He'll take on BK Westbrook. At a future show. I don't know if they've
Every time
that.
I see that finish, I love it. It's a crazy looking finish. To get up that high and get on a guy's shoulders to do the stomp is crazy looking.
Okay, we move on from there. We've got a first round match in the Best of the Best tournament. The winner of the tournament is going to eventually get a shot at the Deadlock Pro Women's World Championship. Hyon versus you in the first of two tournament matches on the show. 3 women's matches on the 8-match card, by the way. So, independent promotion, you can feature the women prominently without hurting your fucking show.
I was going to say,
Jared, who is Hyun's opponent?
You.
Not me. Who?
I knew you were going to do that. You get it, but
you know what?
Who's on first?
What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
They love their Joshi wrestlers over in DPW.
This match was a fucking banger, man. This is really good.
They love them. That she's a tank of a lady, and
she is.
Yeah.
Just hit some fucking power moves though.
Yeah.
That ending sequence with that power bomb and shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, and when
killer.
When she's on the ropes, it was like, holy crap, this girl is I was very impressed by her. I don't disagree with you. Definitely someone I've never seen before, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crowd was chanting "I love you" at one point, which was clever. I'll give the crowd that one. That was clever.
I love when you chop like a woman and she doesn't flinch like that. She just like powered right through all the chops. And Hyun's not small either, and they were beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah, the fun part about this one is you see a woman, you assume she's going to be a monster heel, and that was not the dynamic they went with at all. They went with she's a babyface.
Yeah, it's just a friendly like Joshi wrestler from Japan. Like, ignore her size a little bit and just like look at her as like a friendly face, and that's kind of what they did.
Yeah, but I like the fact that they did that, and it's being wrestled smartly as well. You teaking a dive, but dropped to the mat and just kind of rolled out to the floor like a steamroller on top of Hyun. Mm-hmm. That neat little spot there. Yeah, but Hyun trying to outstrike you, that's not going to work. Hyun a couple of times going for sleeper hold, trying to wear her down. Smart strategy.
Yeah.
It was you getting the win with that last drive powerbomb, 10:57. Good little matchup here. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, it flew by. It was real quick.
And I thought all the matches were very tidy. I didn't think there was any match that overstayed its welcome. There were a few spots where I thought a match should have ended and it didn't, but I still think I don't think there was any match that kind of overstayed its welcome at all.
We get a brief promo from Trevor Lee where he finds out he's wrestling BK Westbrook in the Eliminator match and just laugh, short and sweet to the point. And then we get our second Battle of the Best tournament first round match of the evening. Mei Garuga versus Emi Sakura. Kakura, like an eye chart.
They loved it. They love Emi Sakura. They love her on DPW. That's like their number one. Yeah.
This match had tons of great sequences. This match was fucking excellent too. The ending like sequence on it was fucking just insane. Just fucking so good. Like these women's matches put a lot of men's matches that you watch on the indies to shame. Like these were so good.
Yeah, like Garuga went for a pin after a Kiwi roll very early in the match, and Kakura countered to it to get out of the pin, wasn't kicking out. It was putting her in a fucking head kicker. Like, I love it.
Yeah, like the start was her just like throwing her off from like the lockup because she's just so much bigger than her, and then they teased the throwing her off the stage. She locked in that fucking rider stretch. It's just so good, so good.
Yeah, these two are. This almost becomes when you watch a show like this, especially with these two talents. DPW, I know they don't run as often. They absolutely blow GCW out of the water when they put together a show like this. This is not like me hating on GCW, but GCW is always looked at as like the number one indie or whatever. DPW puts on a show that is above it. Every time. It's clean. Their audio, their visual stuff is amazing. Their fans are 100% engaged, and they don't feel like they're motherfucking everybody in the ring. It is just a feel good, well produced, highly well run organization of a bunch of guys who are not shindy carny guys. So they go out there and are like, "This is what we can do. Let's see what we can do," and put on a great show. And to put on a show like that in Jersey City and own the building and have the fans going. This match was dynamite. You could put that on any show. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll make the argument that a lot of the reason for that is because they don't run as often.
Right. Yes.
Because they're running maybe 15 shows a year. That if they're doing 2 in a month, which they don't do often. They did in August, but they don't do often.
Right.
As opposed to GTW that's trying to run 100, 110 dates a year.
Yeah.
So I think the fact that they have more time between show to kind of think, okay, where do we want to go? How do we want to pack this in? I think that actually helped with their presentation quite a bit. I know a lot of people want Deadlock to run more often. I really don't. I hope they stick with what they're running at. Maybe run an extra couple of shows so you can get some additional content up between shows. But I mean, you don't need to go above about 15 shows a year. I don't think. Not with them.
Yeah, I agree. They don't have to. And the fans, when they do come, are rabid, so it's fine. I think it's great.
Yeah, but I like this match an awful lot as well. Crowd chant, "Please don't die" when they tease and that Raker catch off the stage.
Which I wish they would have done, but they're not stupid.
Now, the one argument I have with the Garuga, you get the double stomp like the Young Buck super kick. I saw so many goddamn double stomps. I didn't buy any of them by the end of it.
You're 100% right about the double stomps. Yes, one of them didn't look. It looked like she was just landing softly on her, and like it's like that's not going to get it done. Watch Trevor Lee do a spot like that, and then you know how it gets done.
Yeah, but they're setting up for the big move off the rope and. Garuga countered it and duck a double stomp at 10. That's like, really? I'm expecting this big bump and it's got double stomp. Garuga does get the win with a version of the Sunset Flip in 13 minutes. Again, I got no issue with the match aside from the overuse of the double stomp. It's really good. We get a promo in the back. High-end got that she lost. Cameraman's like, "You lost." And she tells the cameraman, "Fuck you." And then Nicole Matthews walking in the shot, leaves the bathroom with the belt, which they point out. And High-end's like, "Hey, I gave you some money. How about you give me a title shot?" And Nicole's like, "How about you win some matches first?" And then we go to the match that the reason we wanted to see this show, we're not going to lie.
Yep.
Jersey City Street Fight, Dominic Garidi, Mad Dog Connolly. I already know what Butters going to say his favorite match of the show was. Jesus fucking Christ.
This match was fucking insane. Butters, go ahead. Go ahead and sing it. You know you want to. Do it.
It fucked so hard, dude. Like... Your ass after this match will be like that of one of the Nasty Boys that's infamously out there. It'll be gaping. This match was insane. They started off just like fucking throwing they got in the ring and just started throwing bombs at each other. Then they were going around the ringside just fucking throwing chops like crazy. Then Dom gets the smart idea to put the fucking dog collar on, and then it's off to the races from there. He hits that muscle buster on the trash can, and it's not even the finish of the match.
Yeah.
He fucking wraps like Dom gets the chain wrapped around his face, like around his eyes at one point. It just looks so brutal. Then Dom does Kawada kicks with the fucking chain, which popped me fucking huge. It was so good that Dom started figuring out how to use the chain in the match, pulling himself in for big clotheslines and stuff. Just fucking brutal. Countering a triangle from Mad Dog and picking him up and powerbombing him through a table in the corner. Mad Dog dove and went for a spear and flew through a table on the outside that was set up against the ring apron. Like, this match just had it all. It was so fucking good. If you like, a match with fucking implements of weapons and shit in it, they fucking did it perfectly. This match was so fucking good. It's in my top 5 of the year already. It's so good.
This match was absolutely insane. Like, I don't even know how to explain when I was watching it with you. I was just like, it is. I thought Dom was going to die, and I thought Mad Dog Connolly at one point I thought they were just going to start wheeling full fists in each other's face. They were bleeding all over the place. Dom's body was red. Everything is back.
I probably would have
face.
passed out from like just screaming if I was there live. This match, I would have fucking probably like easily been like needing a cigarette after. Like this match was so fucking stellar.
And by the way,
my
DPW understands how to pace this show. This match is the only one like it on the whole show. And
Bingo.
and it did not disappoint. It was the only one, and this is exactly what the fans needed in between the women's match and stuff like that. That's what's up.
Yeah, the crowd is shading you kick fuck, that fuck plural. Like both of them were kick fuck according to the crowd. Absolutely fantastic. Butter hit every spot I was going to hit basically, because I don't need to recap any of that. Connolly gets the win via referee stoppage when Dom packing out the hangman choke with the chain. 12:55.
I kind of hope they run this back at J-Lit because Mad Dog Conley's in the J-Lit.
He's in it.
Dom's in the J-Lit. I kind of secretly hope they fucking run this back on one of the shows. I would fucking kill for this match.
It was not a dog collar match though, right?
Like no, it was just a no DQ match. And
Mad
Dog always comes.
Dog collar.
He always comes with the fucking collar, and he's like the master of it or whatever. And fucking brother, let me tell you, I hope we get to see him and Dom square off at AIW because I'll be there for it. I'm gonna go to both J-Lit shows.
Yep.
I need to see that match live. I need to feel that, pump that into my fucking veins.
Yeah. It was perfect. It fit perfectly. It wasn't something that you would have seen multiple times before the match even happened. I think that's what made it so special. It was just perfect. I agree.
And it wasn't even supposed to be Dom in the match. It was supposed to be Colby Carino, who had to have emergency neck surgery. So Dom filled in, and I mean, they fucking hit it out of the park. Like even as a fill-in, like when I saw that announced, I was like, oh fuck, I need to see that. Yeah. And then like hearing that it was good, and I'm just like, okay, we gotta watch this. That was the whole precipice of watching the show, was to see that match.
And okay, I know the $14.99 price tag going to turn for the Deadlock going to turn a lot of people off. This match is worth the $14.99. If nothing else, get it for 1 month. Watch the fucking match. It's worth it. Trust me.
Yeah, I wasn't super stoked about that price, but I'm like, you know what? I have to see this fucking match. If this is the only way I can see it, I'll fucking pay it, because it was 100% worth it. And I heard there is a 6-man tag that features Eric Stevens and Violence is Forever against another team that I won't name. But we were probably going to review that as well, because that was apparently very fucking good as well.
Courtesy of our pal, recently birthday Dalton, who gave us that heads up. So
I don't think he listens, but
yeah, that's all right. He's still a doofus, but that's okay.
Okay,
what's next?
We get a quick promo from May Garuga regarding her win earlier on,
and the promos, by the way, are fantastic too. The production, everything on there, great. It's great.
And then we have a 6-man tag team match: Cedric Alexander and the Workhorsemen against Calvin Tankman, the DPW National Champion LeBron Cogone, and Manny Lowe.
So good.
Manny Lowe,
this was so fucking good.
Entertaining little bastard, I gotta say. Yeah.
Each match was like entertaining in its own way, and so different and so fun and just so good. Like this just got me hype. Like this whole show got me so fucking hype for indie wrestling.
Entertaining,
again.
Silly bastard Manny Lowe is fantastic. Like I really liked him. And by the way, the Workhorsemen, holy shit, what a career those two are having. They just never go away. You think like, oh my God, something might happen or they're not doing it. Nope. They just keep pumping it out. That JD Drake just keeps doing his thing. I mean, listen, Cedric Alexander's the right guy to team with them. Calvin Tankman might be getting a little more of some maybe gaining back some of his momentum. You're right. I loved it. It was just good it was perfect.
Fun little matchup here. They're teasing some tension between Manny Lowe and Tankman and Cogone. But Manny Lowe would tag himself in at random time, can kind of pick off everybody.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of JD Drake playing fake in peril, which is weird, and he's the biggest guy on that team, but it doesn't really last long. By the 8-minute mark, he's already tagged out, and it's just non-stop back and forth action for the last 8 minutes of the match. So it's not even the formula's there, but it's not there.
This is what I was going to ask you, JHawk. I didn't agree with the that spot where the Workhorsemen and Cedric Alexander all gave Manny Lowe their finish, and that wasn't the finish. Like that, I don't like spots like that if it's not going to lead to the end. You know what I mean? Like all three guys did finishers, and then he got bailed out. I don't know.
I agree with you to a point. It doesn't bother me as much when it is a save that means it's not the finish, rather than like if Mandy Love would have just kicked if Mandy Love would have just kicked out of all that shit, then yeah, I'd absolutely be throwing a fit. But I can buy somebody making a save on something like that. So I agree, but I can live with it.
Okay.
But yeah, they're a ton of fun. We get a Drake exchange with Tankman and Drake. I would have rather had this like 3 minutes into the match instead of 13. I felt that the placement of it would hardly play, but really fun spot there. Yeah, Cedric Alexander coming in trying to exchange Drake with Calvin Tankman as they call 5 minutes remaining in the 20-minute time limit. And then Tankman going to go for the win. Manny tagged himself in. He and Tankman argue a little bit. Cedric hit the lumbar check and get the pin at 15:50 kick. Really fun stuff there. And then the teammates have to kind of keep Alexander and Tankman apart after the match, but they want to kind of go after each other's throat, and both teams are like, no, not right now.
Is it bad that I always think that when Cedric Alexander does the lumbar check, the guy's supposed to go flying like Candice LeRae? Is it? I mean, I expect every time someone to go flying when they take that move, and they don't.
Yeah. And I don't think there's many people that can take it similar to her.
Right. It's my own fault. Now I really think that it's always supposed to happen.
Yeah, I mean, Candice LeRae is a little smaller than most of the people Cedric Alexander hitting with this move too. So
yeah.
Okay, we get a quick vignette, I guess, not really a promo. Magdal Connolly kind of walking around outside the building.
It's just screaming at the top of his lungs. Like, you see that guy walking down the street with a dog collar around his throat, wearing just underwear, screaming at the top of his lungs.
Blood pouring down his face.
I was going to say Jersey City, they've seen it. So that's they've already seen it over there. That's every day.
I think the only thing scarier would be if Phil Baroni was that
guy. All right. And then we get a very nice video package from Masha Slamovich and Nicole Matthew. And the video packages are on point, too. We haven't even talked about the video packages yet, but they're on point. Like, I knew the story of this match going in on a 3-minute video, and I haven't followed a Deadlock show in probably a year and a half.
Yeah.
But it was the DPW Women's World Champion, Nicole Matthew, defending against Masha Slamovich. Now, I love Nicole Matthews. I am a little bit biased. I've known Nicole Matthews before she got in the business. We actually did message board together back in the day.
Really?
Yeah. I doubt she remembered. Okay. I doubt she remembers that. I'm not going to lie, but.
Well, I think anytime, the best part about Masha Slamovich is anytime she's in a match, you think she could win it. So she has come to a spot in her career where as long as she's on the card, you go, well, yeah, she absolutely could win this. Why not? You know what I mean? Like, there's never a match with a champ that you watch and you're like, no, she doesn't have a chance. I honestly think that every time you show a Masha match, you think Masha could walk away as the champion, whichever, men against men or against women. Doesn't matter.
Absolutely. And Masha Slamovich is fucking everywhere these days.
Yeah, literally everywhere. She is overexposed a tad, but not so much in the indies. Everybody loves her. She could do anything. So
yeah, Nicole Matthews can also a big what if to me because she had that 5-year ban of getting into the United States at one point. And I mean, she worked a lot in Canada during that time. It's not like she had time off.
She was in the Mae Young, really right? JHawk, she was in the Mae Young.
She was again, I believe, the first Mae Young, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she was in the very first one.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see where her career trajectory would have been had she not basically been exiled to Canada for those 5 years. But
yeah, that's 100% right. I wondered where she went after that tournament.
Yeah, but again, another really good match, different than the rest of them. We had Matthew basically working on Slamovich's leg over the court. Go good strategy, pick a body part.
Yep.
And really our one real dirty finish of the evening as well. Matthew spit wine into Masha's face, hit the roll the dice for the pin to keep the title in 12-19.
But I love the way that played out because she hit it in her mouth so perfectly when she came in with the bottle, and that just worked. So I was all for it. It absolutely just worked.
Okay. From there, we get a promo with Cedric Alexander and the Workhorseman. Alexander basically saying he won't compete with Calvin Tankman. Then we get a promo with Calvin Tankman and LeBron Cogon where Tankman's like, yo, you got to keep your boy in check. Keep Manny in check. And then Manny comes in like, hey, guys, what's up? Like, he has no clue anything's wrong. And then we get a hype video for our next matchup, which is for the DPW World Tag Team Championship. The champion, Miracle Generation, defending against the former champion, Grinkled Young Veteran, story coming in here is that Miracle Generation and Miracle Veteran have split their first 2 matches against each other in DPW, but Miracle Generation's win was at the Tag Team Festival in a 4-way, not a standard 2-on-2. So did that really count as them beating Grizzled Young Veterans? The nice little story coming into it.
I love Grizzled Young Veterans. I love them on the indies. I have zero issues that they're out of WWE. I find them to be extremely credible anytime they're on a card. I just love them. I love watching them.
Oh, they're one of the top 5 teams in the business right now, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
And Miracle Generation are 2 great guys to work with them as well and to play off of them. I love this a lot. A lot more formulaic than the 6-man tag earlier. More standard fake and parallel with Kylon Kane playing that role. But again, once we get that hot tag, incredibly fast pace, just move after move after move, near fall after near fall after near fall. Cameraman will get taken out with the Tornado DDT. Really good stuff here. Any thoughts about this match before I go into the finish?
The finishing sequence was everything. I love that. I loved how that finish worked out. It was perfect. It was really a like skin of your teeth finish. It was good stuff.
Yeah, it was Dustin Waller countering the finisher with the double knee by kind of hooking the leg and getting a jackknife pin, 17-21, and it did not look contrived at all. Like it was on point, really fluid, really looked good.
Yep.
And Grizzled Young Veteran didn't do the handshake, show respect, just kind of went, okay, you got it, and left the ring.
Yeah.
We got
to shake. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the show of respect without being overly silly with it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that touch a lot.
Yeah.
Get a brief promo in the back with Nicole Matthew. And then we get the video package for our main event. It's going to be Adam Priest defending the DPW World title against Jake Something. Jake Something stripped of the title at the beginning of the year due to injury. Adam Priest winning the match in the Vegas show, the big gauntlet match to win the title. Thinking Jake Something finally getting his crack to get back the belt he never lost. Really easy story.
But I'm gonna say this, JHawk, and I don't know if you and Butters agree with me. These are 2 of the most underrated yet highly entertaining wrestlers on the independents, and Jake Something's been everywhere, also on TV. But Adam Priest could be the most underrated wrestler in the business, and Jake Something is just every time I see him, he delivers. I mean, there's just incredible chemistry between these 2 guys, and Jake Something is an awesome talent, and they both are. Just awesome talents and highly valued, I think, and underrated so as they go.
Adam Priest has been fucking excellent for years now. I think his biggest downfall is his size. Like, I know like wrestlers hate to say, hate when that's said, but like, but if you look at what he did on even Collision this last week, when him and JD Drake faced off against FTR, like, I mean, he can hang in there with them guys, and they had a stellar match. And I think the storytelling in this match was excellent, working on the leg, the opposite leg of what was already wrapped. And I mean, it even got bruised and everything like that. And it played into the finish, which was excellent. I thought they did a really great job with this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I will say it is nice that Adam Priest does appear to finally be on the radar. I mean, you talk about the match on Collision, but he's been working with Ring of Honor pretty regularly for the last month, week. Just had a Ring of Honor World Title match against Bandito on Ring of Honor Television last month. So he's getting there. He's getting that spot where people are noticing it, and he's getting those type of matches. And these Ring of Honor matches aren't him getting squashed. He's looking good in these matches. He actually won a couple of them. So yeah, I think he's finally hitting that stride where he probably should have been a couple of years ago.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
A fantastic matchup here. Trevor Lee comes out to the ring with Adam Priest. Gets ejected pretty early. We do get a referee getting bumped into an exposed turnbuckle right around the 10-minute call. This leads Trevor Lee to come back out to ringside with a chair. He attacked Jake Something. Get about half the locker room coming in to run him off. We get the second referee coming out. Priest just levels the second referee with a chair. Fuck you, what are you doing coming in here? You're not the referee of the match. Leads Jake Something getting an individual pinfall with both referees still down.
Mm-hmm.
And Priest does eventually get the win with the FTF. Jake Something passing out to the pain, unable to reach the rope, which are right there. Like he almost had the rope, but passed out before he got there. Again, brilliantly done.
Yeah, great match. Great, two great wrestlers, and exactly the kind of show that I I was happy that Butters was like, we need to watch this because there's been a lot of junk, and we got a chance to see something really good. So I was very excited about this show. They put just a tidy 2 hours and like 49 minutes, and it just worked, and everything was great. And you had that Dom match in there that made everything great. So yeah, really good finish to that show, and the fans stayed hot the entire show.
After our copyright notice, we do get a quick promo. Trevor Lee came, my God, this guy for fast. I've been running around forever trying to get away from him. Oh, great, you won. I was worried I was going to have to take on Jake Something for that title. Wait a minute, what do you mean you're going to take on Jake Something? Oh, don't worry about it, man. You won. Playing in the future, stuff for the future. Love it.
Yeah, perfect foreshadowing, perfect video. Like, that's the way you want to end it. I like that for the viewing audience. What's our final scores here?
I'm giving this 4.75 dog collar out of 5.
I'm going to give it 4.5 U's out of 5.
It was pretty close to perfect. The only reason why I'm saying 4.75 double stomps out of 5 was because I just, there's nothing, I don't know if I'll give it anything a 5 like that, but this was as close to perfect of a show as we have watched in a very long time.
I love that you ranked it 4.5 double stomp out of 5, but the double stomp are why I'm not giving it the full 5.
Yeah, some of those double stomps, they could have hurt your scores there, ladies. So, but otherwise, it was a great show. Really entertaining.
Yeah, I honestly, if my only gripe of a show is somebody used one move too much in one match, I'm nitpicking at that point. That was fucking great.
Right, agreed.
This show, it's, again, $15 a month for the Deadlock service, or you can buy the individual show at $15 a piece. This one was not available for an individual purchase as of yet, but it's worth the $15, especially for that fucking street fight.
Sure was.
Just pay them, even if it's just for the 1 month to watch that match. Oh, get it.
Yep, agreed. Plugs.
All right, follow me on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Blue Sky at JHawk, Instagram at JHawk1539. And if the leg heals up, I've got September 13th for Neo Pro. Hopefully the quality finally fucking goes down.
Charlie_Butters on Twitter. Neo Pro Wrestling, neoprotix.com. Mikey Montgomery versus BK Westbrook for the IWGuide Championship, September 13th. Next Saturday. Very excited for it. It's going to be really good. Got some really fun stuff planned for the next couple months. So check it out.
Excellent.
I just put up Bax versus Unside Don't Care on our YouTube. Go check that out. Mikey versus Sammy will be up on the YouTube next week. Just waiting on some promos to fill it out for the next Video Wire to hype that show. So
excellent. And you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at JGold12. Listen to us, rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to us at our Twitter handle, IWGuide1, youtube.com/IWGuide. Please rate, review, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have some great stuff up there. You're going to be seeing a whole lot more matches, a whole lot more of our IWGuide title on there. Butters was working really hard to upload that stuff as fast as he can edit it. And patreon.com/IWGuide. Don't forget about the merch store over at brainbustertees.com. Our friend Will over at Gorilla Press taking customs and things he's going to be doing. The store is closed. I believe our podcast friends, the Main Event Wrestling Network, we did our 12-hour stream on Saturday. Go check that out on YouTube. Almost 500 views on that. And we added, I think, 7 or 8 new viewers, maybe more new subscribers. I think we're at 184. That contains the Wrestling Junkies, On the Mark, Wrestling Podcast, Great Brown Hope and his blog World Order, all the different guys who jump on there, Tino's Time, anything you could think of, Tim Vicious's Vicious Rants, all those things, and my show, the NXT Night Shift, Tuesday nights, 10:15. Tomorrow night, we are back. We were off last week as well. Check out the also our other friends at Odds with Wrestling. The Card is Going to Change, the Super Fantastic Podcast, and Marks with Mikes. Our other friends, Monsters in the Toy Box, Toy Hio, Rubber City Toys, Neo Pro Wrestling, CR Creation, Stash Pages, and Pally's Beef Jerky by our friend Kaplan. Butters, that's what I got this week.
Life's short. Watch more indie wrestling.
See ya.
Don't forget to review and subscribe wherever you listen to us. Find us online at Facebook and Instagram at the Indie Wrestling Guide, and on X or Twitter at IWGuide1.